Namaste and greetings. My name is Carmen Santosha from Healing the Planet from Within. And before I get started on this amazing video, if you could please just click subscribe down here and then walk over here and click this like button. You know, okay, maybe that would be awesome if you did. In this video, I'm talking about why you're stuck in negative thinking and even why you can't heal. But first, before I get started, I'm gonna wow you with my intro. So why you're stuck in toxic patterns? There's a few different reasons, so I'm going to go through them a little bit in detail for you so that you have the overall understanding about why you're feeling stuck in these toxic patterns and why you can't heal your life. I've seen some people comment as to the reason why, you know, they've got so many different healings. They've been to this healing person and that healing person, and then they've been to, you know, this coach and that coach, and they simply can't heal their physical body or heal their life or get unstuck from toxic patterns. They're just really stuck, or at least they feel really stuck. And so there's like, they just get, you know, frustrated, miserable, hopeless, helpless. They really get stuck in all those negative vibes. So I just wanted to say, you know, this is what's going on. So first of all, when we're stepping into changing our life, there are some very main components that must be shifted, that really need your attention before things can actually change for the better. Now, one of those things are thoughts. Hang on, just bear with me here for a minute. Thoughts do have a really strong play on your life. And if you constantly saying, I've tried this healing and I'm going to that coach and my life is just not being healed, then start writing down your thoughts. Now, because I can guarantee 99.9% chance that you have a negative thought pattern that's haunting you and your life in every single minute of the day. Now, I'm going to stress this really, really strongly because I know a lot of people are stuck in the narcissistic patterns, and they are in ego, they're not really feeling it, and they're just thinking, I can't change my life, I am so stuck. This is not true. Anything can be changed in life. Anything can be changed. And it's so much fun when you actually step into this transformation. But the thoughts play a really big part on your life. It's really important. Okay, let me give you an example. If, for instance, you really wanted that career, that job at that office. Now it's high-end, prestigious, really interesting. You're going to be making a lot of money if you get this job and you want it. And year after year after year, you've tried for it, yet they always choose someone else over you. So you are stuck. You think you're stuck. But what people normally do is project blame onto someone else. They're not choosing me. It's their fault. But if you look at yourself, this is really difficult to do. I've got to say, it's really challenging to have that deep inner look. But this is what we call inner work. This is personal development. And it's important, if you really want to change your life, that you get into this. Personal development changes your life, but you need to do the work. Okay, how? You're asking me how, right? So how do I get into this Carmen Santosha? Santosha is my Sanskrit name. How do I get into this personal development? Okay, I do recognize I have these negative thoughts and I'm stuck in these toxic patterns and I can't get out. Okay, now I'm going to suggest two different things. First of all, go over to my website where you're going to see free personal development worksheets. And you can download the ones on thoughts and core beliefs, and you can start working on them. Now that's the first thing. And it's just becoming more consciously aware of the patterns of your mind. Why? Because they are only patterns. They don't belong to you. They're not truth. They are just in your personal template, rules for living that you were given from your childhood, from your past experiences, and they're just an automatic pilot, but they do not belong to you. And they are not truth. They're just thoughts. So if you look at them as patterns, you can start to identify them. And if you can look at a thought and say, yeah, I could see if I was thinking like, I'm not good enough, or I don't have the ability, or they're better than me. If you got one of those thoughts and it's happening every hour, maybe 20 times or something, and you finally catch it in your thought diary or your brain dump, which I'm going to suggest next, and you look at it and you go, oh yeah, if I had this thought often throughout the day, I can see how it would make me feel miserable. Like this thought can make you feel hopeless and frustrated. Now, if you change that thought, if you catch that thought in the moment when it happens, and then you change it to something more positive, like, I'm never going to get that job. They're always better than me. Then you go, I'm going to get that job. I'm going to find out what I need to do to get that job. I'm going to change. I'm going to learn. I'm going to grow. And I'm going to gather more resources and more skills and more experience. And then you're going to get that job. I can guarantee it. Well, no, I can't guarantee it. Of course I can't guarantee it. I don't know you. But, you have the potential there when you're actively involved in personal development, right? Okay, now a brain dump is one of my favorite things to do. And I suggest my clients to do this. I suggest my students in the Mysteries of a Modern Mystic course, where I teach the mysteries of a modern mystic. I suggest first doing a brain dump. Now, the brain dump is really easy to do, but it's a bit daunting because you're actually going to have a look at your repetitive thought patterns. And sometimes they're not a whole lot of fun to look at, especially if you're kind of new to this inner work. You're really feeling a lot of guilt and shame. And it's like, oh my goodness, did I just think that? It's like, yeah, you did. But it's just a pattern. It's just a pattern, okay? And you can, once you're aware of it, you don't have to think that way anymore. You can choose different thoughts because you're only thinking that way because of this automatic pattern, these rules for living in this personal template. It just keeps going and going and going every single minute of your life. And if you start, hang on, wait a minute, I don't want this one anymore. Okay, I'm gonna change it. And then it's like, that frees me up. Now I can get on to the next thought. So brain dump, what it is you're writing down your thoughts every single day, just for 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes a day if you want to get crazy. 5 minutes, just write down all the thoughts in your mind during those 5 minutes. Every single thought. So for instance, if you sit down in this activity and you get your piece of paper, now it's not a thought journal, it's not a thought diary, it's not a diary, it's a brain dump. You're putting your brain on paper, like the thoughts in your brain on the paper, and you're writing down, and you start writing this I don't know what to think. I don't know what to write. And so you write down, I don't know what to write. You write it down because that's a thought that popped in your head, right? I don't know what to write. Then you think, this is really silly. This is really silly. You have to write that down. This is really silly. Then you think, you start thinking about, someone else, this car, you got to write down this, you got to do groceries, every single thought. Now, if you stop writing and you start judging your thoughts, or you start thinking, I'm not going to write that thought down, if you had that thought, I'm not going to write that thought down, then you have to write that down too. Like, oh, I'm not going to write that down, because if you stop writing, the thoughts will stop. And the whole idea is that you keep the rolling so you can be the private investigator and identify some of these negative patterns that are holding you back from being stuck. It's a huge lifesaver, this one. So many people go out and they really think that, you know, these coaches can't help them, these healers can't help them, nothing in their life can be fixed, and they're throwing money here and they're throwing money there, but nothing works for them. I tell you right now, you got to do your own inner work. You're the only one who can really honestly transform yourself. Yes, yes, yes. Coaches and healers like myself are very helpful. But if you don't do the work yourself, like if I'm giving you homework and I'm saying, look, you need to do this personal development sheet because I can see that you need to become more aware of your thoughts or beliefs or emotions and feelings, patterns, intentions, attitudes, whatever, even your values, then I'll give you this. If you don't do the work, then we can't move you forward, right? So you always have to do the work yourself in inner work. So in this video, my main point is, if you're feeling stuck and you have a resistance to healing your life or healing your body, 99.9% of the time it's because you have habitual negative thoughts that are stopping you from moving forward. And if you become aware of them, like a private investigator looking for the details, then you can start to change them. It really changes your life. Absolutely amazing. You can heal generations doing this thought awareness thing, because you're just picking up this thought and saying, oh, this is a habitual one I've had from my mom. I can see how it came down to me, and then you change it and you don't have that pattern. You're no longer triggered in this, and then your family starts noticing you're no longer triggered in this. It's like, whoa, she's changing. Okay, and I highly recommend Emotion Code as well. Because it releases the trapped emotions from your physical body. My name is Carmen SantoshaJi from Healing the Planet from Within. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner, mindset coach, a certified counselor, Reiki master, modern mystic, psychic, intuitive, and empath. And I'm very excited to help you on your journey of improving your life, because I know in my heart that when everyone steps forward in this personal development and spiritual development, that they're raising their vibrations, they're changing the planet, healing the planet from within. I'm super excited that you're here watching these videos with me. I would really appreciate you to click down there and subscribe, and then wander over here again and click like, though you might have already done that at the beginning of the video, which I am deeply grateful. I'm super excited. Tell your friends about my channel. Tell them that this is where it's at. Tell them this is good stuff and you're getting a lot of information about how to improve your life. And please, if there's anything I can help you with, comment below and I'll whip up a video to give you some more information. Thanks heaps for watching, guys. Namaste.